This ain't no regular podcast. This is Westchester Talks.
What's up, everybody? Y'all now tuned into Westchester Talks, and this is episode 4. I am your host, PJ, and to my right, I usually have my brother Fred with me. Not sure where he's at the moment. Called him a few times, no answer, but we hoping all is well, and hopefully he'll be with us next week. And of course, on my left, I got my brother Lex with me.
What up, bro?
You know where Fred is at? Or?
Nah, I know people were looking for him, though.
Yeah.
He said his list was kind of crazy.
Yeah.
The city was looking for him.
Yeah, I seen a couple comments and they on him, but how you leave people from this person from Greenberg off, that person?
People was hitting me saying,
yeah, that's a fact.
What day y'all shoot?
Yeah, that's a fact.
It's a Monday.
Yeah.
So they probably were looking for him on Monday.
Yeah, we try to throw him off, but we hoping all is well with Fred, and hopefully he'll be back with us next week. Here at Westchester Talks, of course, we're about the culture, anything fashion, music, sports, anything related, we talk about it here. And I say we get straight into it. I say let's, like you mentioned, people looking for Fred about this list.
Yep.
I had a few DMs, I had a few messages. I think we had the whole 914 in a frenzy, with our list. But at the same time, I feel like people either ignored the rules, because the people that was coming at me was not really understanding our criteria.
At all. They didn't read it. They didn't care, to be honest.
I feel like they just seen it. They heard the clip, seen our teams, and just started going off.
Reading is fundamental, man.
For sure.
Read the rules.
Read it. Because
the DMs was insane. The comments was fun, though. I like the comments.
For sure. The conversation, period,
yeah.
overall throughout Westchester was amazing. But our criteria, real quick, just to recap it, was we had to, the main one, which I feel like people wasn't getting, is you had to physically see the person play.
Yep.
And I think that's the one everybody kind of left out. Because it was like, of course, you had to be in Westchester, because I didn't see too many people arguing the Donovan argument. So I think they understood that part of it. Like, okay, Donovan, of course, would have been on all of our lists, but he didn't play high school basketball in Westchester. Exactly. He played in Connecticut.
And then the second one was they had to have some sort of impact of you when you watched them when you were growing up. So that's why you had like the Simeons on your list. Right. And I had Jamel Camardes on my list and stuff like that. So it wasn't who we felt was the best 5 to ever touch a Westchester court. Right. That's not. We will have that conversation soon, though. But that's not what we were talking about. So.
Right. That's considered what you would say the Mount Rushmore of Westchester, which
we'll say that one phrase.
Right. And I'm sure you can agree to that I don't think specifically my list speaking on. I might say maybe one person from that list might be on my Mount Rushmore, maybe two. That's the thing. We had some hitters on our list too, to where it's like, I don't even know why y'all was arguing with me. Y'all talking about people, somebody, what's one person that they was arguing with you about that you might have left off?
That I might have left off?
Yeah, like what was it? Or not even that you left, what was a name you was seeing a lot?
A name that should have been on the list, I'll say it like that, was Tony Taylor.
For sure.
I'll say that was the name that was thrown
I was just about to say,
a lot. I
agree.
Like I said, I told everybody.
Sure.
But
for sure.
Again, it's about impact on us, like our list. But he had a huge impact for Westchester basketball in general, and especially going to the Catholic League when everybody was at the public school. I think that's why a lot of people didn't see him. Right. Because at that time, Catholic school wasn't a thing. Yeah. You only really see Tony Taylor play at the county center, and that's like once during that time. So, but Tony Taylor, Sleepy Hollow, Terrytown, the McDonald's right there, legendary. All right, he definitely get his flowers from us.
For sure.
And from Westchester, because everybody know he's
for sure. And like you said, he might have played in that county center one time, but the people that was arguing it, that was the one time they was bringing up, like, yo, homie had 50, 60 in the county center that one. And it's like, if I did lay eyes on Tony during a game in high school, he would have been on my list. I know Tony, shout out to Tony Taylor, but he's still, to this day, playing professionally overseas. So shout out to him, been a pro for years, works hard. I worked out with him a few summers. We had workouts a few summers ago when I was still like pursuing the basketball thing. So he's definitely a hard worker, locked in. And definitely would have been on my list, but I just never see him playing high school. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But definitely that was one of them that was a good argument. I couldn't even blame me.
And some of y'all that was getting on the list, Y'all sitting right here with me. Yeah, I ain't on the list, man. Yeah. I ain't on the list. You ain't on the list. We not on the list. Come on,
because I did see some names.
I saw Fred on the list. Fred, you're not on the list, Fred. When you see this, you're not on the list.
I'm crying. Fred posted the list.
Yeah,
he was on too. Like, yo, I might shed a tear.
Yeah, stop it, Fred. You're not on the list. I'm not on the list. Come on.
Yo, stop it. Yeah, and I ain't going front. Not even to toot my own horn. I feel like some of y'all was putting some people on the list over me, which I'm not mad at, but it's like, come on. Like, you know what I'm saying? The numbers speak for us. And I know y'all seen me play for a fact in high school. Yeah. Some people. But, you know, it's all either way, it's all love. Exactly. We love the conversation. We love the energy. We love that we was able to just literally from the time we posted, I think people still comment.
No, it's probably like a week later. Right now, to today.
So we definitely appreciate it. And the Mount Rushmore 5, the best 5 we feel out of Westchester, seeing them play or not in high school. Right. We'll do that next week or whenever Fred returns, whenever we find.
And it's really going to kickstart us kind of having guests on the show from Westchester.
For sure.
I think it's just great to kind of now tie it in and have people share their journeys that kind of have a story to tell and had an impact on Westchester basketball. So, like I said, that conversation was dope. Yeah. The comments was dope. Yeah. Everybody's interaction was dope. Let's keep it going though.
For sure.
Let's keep it going.
And because of those conversations, we was able to lock in 3 guests right now. We're not gonna say no names, just know good ones.
Good ones, right.
Good guests, and we look forward to, you know, having more conversation and as well at the same time learn about these guests that, you know, might have been on some of our lists, might have been some people y'all throwing out there, might be some people that seen everybody. You never know. So you never know who's gonna be on Westchester Talks. Just stay tuned for some guests definitely coming in soon. So after that, I would say, you know, how we started the other episodes, let's get right into these playoffs. Let's get right into these Knicks. You know what I'm saying? These Knicks is hooping right now.
Hooping, 3-1.
Hooping, up 3-1. Jason
Today's
Tatum
Wednesday,
went down.
so
sad to hear. You know what I'm saying? I'm seeing everybody going crazy like, yeah, nah, F that. Tatum, you hurt. Get better. That's it is. Because last year when all the Knicks was getting hurt, we wasn't getting no leeway. People wasn't feeling bad for us. So I don't feel sorry for me as a hooper, prior hooper, whatever you want to label me as. Like I feel for him. You know,
that's the fact you got to.
And then so it's like definitely speedy recovery. We sending prayers your way for sure. But other than that, man, Knicks in 5.
Knicks in 5. Knicks in 5. That's crazy because I think before the series started, I said Celtics in 5. Don't clip me up, man.
Nah. I think every episode up until for sure. I think every episode up until this point, we said they was gonna lose every game.
That's a fact.
Every game that they was about to play, we say, yeah, you know, we don't think the Knicks got it. They hooping. They proving us wrong right now. So matter of fact, I take my Knicks in 5 back just to keep the good luck going, and Celtics is gonna win this next game. Just so you know, I'm trying to make sure the Knicks actually win. So I got Boston win.
Yeah, I'm on my Gillian Wallow.
Yeah, facts. Don't be surprised.
I'm on Wallow time. I got the Knicks.
Sure.
Knicks in 5.
For sure.
I said Celtics in 5, but I'm switching it.
Shout out to Jalen Brunson.
Yeah, he's hooping.
You know what's going on. Michael Bridges hooping. Everybody hooping. So shout out to them Knicks and let's finish it off. If y'all do lose, I ain't gonna be mad at y'all because I would low key rather y'all finish it in the Garden because I know it's gonna be
want New York to burn down.
Yeah. I want them to go crazy. I need to get on. I need to be a part of this looting this time. I know they're looting. I need to go downtown and get right. You know what I'm saying?
Get trampled.
Right. So shout out to the Knicks, man. The next series, which we don't got to talk too much about it, man. I was kind of disappointed in this series. I'm not gonna lie. Crazy. The Pacers in Cleveland.
But the good thing for us, though.
Oh, for sure.
Donovan Mitchell, you know, you back at the crib. Tap in.
Yeah, for sure. Donovan season's over. You know, it sucks that it had to end. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? We wish you would have went a little further. But yeah, come back to the crib and come back to the 914, you know, ice up, get some rest, and, you know, tap in with the game for sure. Come show face and come have some.
But the Pacers always playing well at this time, though. So it's not surprising, but it's surprising because the Cavs had such a great regular season.
Yeah, bro.
That you thought they were bound for the Eastern Conference Finals.
I feel like it was a little point shaving on him. I ain't gonna really say all that.
And Halliburton showed he not, you know, he not overrated. And that song turned them up. That What the Hell He song.
Yeah,
it was a bad time for that song to come out because it turned them up.
Yeah, Giannis turned him up, about to fight his pops and
exactly.
shit. He like, oh, y'all think y'all don't respect me for real. Like,
for real.
y'all gave me the most, I got voted most overrated by my peers. This was like a peers thing. This wasn't like fans. This was like your other peers, coaches, etc., saying I'm the most overrated.
And you about to knock my father head off?
Then you want to get in my pop's face?
That's
like,
wild.
oh, all right, say no more. Not like you said, I think it's definitely a different animal right now. And I think he's really, really locked in. But even with him being so locked in, I think that the Knicks is locked in. And that's going to be a good series.
That's going to be a good series because they ended bad blood last year. So it's going to be good.
And it's going to reignite how it used to be, like them Spike Lee side core with Reggie Miller and all those guys. So this is definitely going to be a good series for sure. So shout out to Donovan. You know what I'm saying? Definitely still repping the 914 well. We definitely proud of you, bro. Take this summer, get right, and then next year you're right back at it. You know what I'm saying? Right. Keep doing what you're doing for sure. Then we can now go to the West Coast. Another series that I don't want to say shocking me, because SGA is a killer when you talk OKC and Denver. But I'm like, I don't know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? But then again, I seen a picture. There was a picture or a meme you could say with like SGA after they lost, he smiled. And people was like, yo, what you laughing at? And then somebody else like responded to that saying like, nah, when he's smiling after a loss, that's something you got to worry about. Now
I had a feeling they were going to go. I had a feeling they're going to go to Game 7 though. These two good teams, like I said, they got the two best players in the NBA right now.
Sure.
They both hooping. Jokic had a crazy game last game. I mean, they still lost, but he had a crazy game. Game 7 for this one. Who comes out on top? I think the Nuggets still. For some reason, I just think if he gets to Game 7, which I think he's going to get to Game 7, I think Jokic is going to have the most dominant performance. So I'll go with
that experience. How you say on like past episodes about like that experience. I think that's where that kicks in. Like we've been here before. We got a ring. Like we did this. Like you know what I'm saying. We ain't new to this. We true to this. So I agree with that. I think Denver definitely gets up out of there with that W. And then the last West Coast, we got Warriors and Timberwolves. Now the Timberwolves up 3-1. Is Ant-Man really this good?
He's done.
Do we think Ant-Man?
But he's really not done. I'm talking about they done, as in this series is done.
Nah, ain't Minnesota up 3-1?
That's what I'm saying.
Sending
them home.
Yeah, for sure. So
sending the Warriors home.
Is the Warriors just not playing Warriors style ball, or is Ant-Man really this good?
Now the Warriors have too many new pieces, and with Steph Curry being out, now they have to play a whole different system. And that's not good when you're in the playoffs. So I think that's the one hurting them, not having Steph Curry. So if Steph Curry don't play this next game, it's over. Ant-Man and them hooping. They got Gobert playing well. They got everyone really playing well. So
no Steph is tough though.
Advances.
That's like the Knicks. That's like, I'm not even going to jinx it. That's like the Celtics without Tatum. I'm not even going to say what I was about to say and make something happen. But definitely Warriors, no Steph. It's like, that's crazy.
A whole new team.
Right. That's a whole, rebuilding at that point with no Steph. So. That's the playoffs. It's definitely, but like we've been saying, I think it has been an exciting playoffs, bro. Like even with some games and series going 3-1 and stuff like that, 4-1 finishes or whatever the case may be. Overall, like you said last episode, I'm really out the loop when it comes to like watching sports and knowing who's who and stuff like that. But I've been tuned into these playoffs. I ain't gonna lie. Like these playoffs really got me tuned in, and
they've been competitive.
I'm gonna keep tuning in for sure. So then we got what else we got? The NBA. We could so that's the playoffs, and then we can go into the draft. Since the draft is, still part of NBA, and it's really when the draft is?
June 20-something. It might be like the 26th. It's always like that Thursday on Thursday.
It's coming up for sure. So let's speak a little bit about the draft. Dallas came out, got the number 1 pick. So is it like, do you think it's like a method to their madness? I seen an AI clip with the general manager of the Dallas Mavericks. Like, I made a deal with the NBA. That's how I got rid of Luka to get the number 1 pick.
It's crazy because I think that happened with the Pelicans when Anthony Davis left. Then it happened with the Lakers, Cavs. So it's like a lot of teams that when they lose their top player, they end up being the number 1 pick. So can it be a conspiracy? the NBA is a business, so
for sure
they definitely need the money to keep coming in. So
yeah, I wouldn't be surprising if something like that were to be like come out later down the line, like or like later down the years when stuff start getting exposed with it. You see how all these celebrities is getting exposed years later. Trust me, all the stuff that be going on in the NBA, the stuff is gonna start getting leaked, start coming out.
So we'll see.
We'll see, but that's kind of crazy.
It is. To happen all the time like that.
Like that's kind of crazy.
Well, ain't no luck. Like, come on.
But with that being said, Dallas #1 pick. Is it like clearly like Cooper Flagg? Or are we I think Paul George, a clip of Paul George, like, yo, I'm going Ace Bailey. I ain't going Cooper Flagg. I'm going Ace Bailey.
For the Mavs, I'll probably take Cooper Flagg. I seen Cooper Flagg in person. I coached against him when he was in high school. Tough. He impacts winning. So Ace Bailey, tough, right? Super skilled.
For sure.
I think ceiling through the roof. But Flagg impacts winning on all levels. Yeah. So he can only get better offensively. For sure. Especially with all the spacing. He plays defense, he rebounds. Mm-hmm.
So in your opinion, do you think Flagg Cooper is just more like NBA ready right now? Like, not saying Ace is not, but he just maybe could use a little more fine tuning, a little more work. Where Cooper, you throw him in a game right now, he's impacting it. I mean, it kind of, when he played against the USA team, it kind of showed it. Like, Cooper was hooping. A lot of them guys was like, yo, Cooper Flagg is tough. Like,
and I think the Dallas Mavericks, they're a playoff team. Like, if you got everybody healthy, you got Kyrie, you got Klay Thompson, Anthony Davis. Cooper Flagg fits perfectly in that system. All you got to do is play defense, hit that open shot, do the dirty work. That's his game. So that's like a no-brainer. Yeah. But now if you're going off a team that needs somebody to come in and try to put up 40, 30, then Ace Bailey's your pick. But Dallas Mavericks.
So you feel like because it's Dallas that's having the #1 pick, Cooper fits that system more and stuff like that. Exactly. I definitely agree with that. And now that you actually started naming like the Kyries, the ADs, it's like, okay, Cooper, I feel like would, because I feel like Cooper won't be as like, yo, let me see that. Let me see that. Like he'll play that system and understand.
Have more of an impact on the game.
Right. He'll understand like Kyrie's Kyrie. I understand AD's AD. I'm gonna just
and he don't need, like you said, he don't need the ball to be impactful. I think Ace Bailey he needs the basketball. If Ace Bailey not dropping 20, to be honest, I don't think he hasn't shown every other thing that he can do, like play defense, rebound, stuff like that. I mean, he's 6'9" and he's gonna put weight on, so he's gonna get to that level. But if you're talking about right now, Flagg showed he can do everything, which a team needs to win right now.
For sure. So definitely 1-2 though, or you still think Ace might drop to 3, or it just depends on the team. And
depends on the team. I've seen Dylan Harper get a lot of steam going to the Spurs with 2. I mean, that would be a good pick. I think Ace Bailey's gonna drop out the top 5 though, definitely. That's tough. I think 3. 3 to 5.
Yeah. Nice. And then the crazy thing is, not too many people that's entered the draft. Like, you know what I'm saying? They said this is the, like Fred said, it's like the lowest amount of people to enter. So it'll be interesting. It'll definitely be interesting to see what goes on, what happens. Shoot, Dallas might draft Cooper Flagg, trade him, move around some pieces.
So in the market. So Giannis is in the market.
So you never know what can happen. So definitely look forward to that too. It's going to be an interesting and very exciting offseason. Right. And speaking, like you said, you've seen Cooper play in high school. Another player that we mentioned that you had the pleasure of coaching in high school, Boogie Fland, just announced that he's withdrawn from the draft. Well, I don't know if he announced it or not, but I've seen that he withdrew for the draft. What's your thoughts on that?
Just he got to run his own race.
Sure.
So he goes back to college, have the opportunity to put some more muscle on.
Sure.
Get ready, play a whole year healthy.
Right.
And he'll be right. He'll be right for the next year.
Yeah.
So he got his potential's through the roof. So a full year of him being healthy, him hitting the weight room, the only thing can go up because his measurements turned out very good. So he's gonna be straight.
Yeah, and I agree with that. And it's no better time than now, where it's like, I love that even though we missed out on it, NIL and all that, like I love the fact that it's not that pressure of, oh, I gotta go to the NBA, get this money to get my family out the hood, all that type of thinking. You know what I'm saying? Even if he's not living in it, I gotta go to the league to make this money to take care of my people. It's like you can make money in college and take care of your people. So it's no real like, oh, I gotta go to the league, I gotta go to the league. So to your point, I kind of agree.
Because now you can focus on development.
Right.
So you can really develop 1, 2, 3, 4 years in college, make some good money, and then get ready for the league. Because like the statistics is like how many people in the top 100 from each year is still in the league now. If you go down to like 2008, 2007, that's only what? That's a long time ago actually. So we'll say like 2010, 2011, 14 years ago, there's only like 5, 6 people out of the top 100, ESPN top 100 that's still in the league. So imagine if one of those one and done that only stayed in the league for 2 years was able to go back for 2, 3 years. They probably would have been lottery the following year. So it's good they go back, develop, you know, build their brand, build their game up, build their body up, and then get ready for the league.
Without that worry.
Like you said, it's easy to get to the league, but it's harder to stay in the league. And that's a lot of examples of that. So it's going to be all right. All these kids going, if they got the right team around them, they'll be straight.
Nah, for sure. And last part of that, does he go back to Arkansas? Because I think it said he withdrew from the draft, but he's in the portal. So do we think he goes back? Do we think or does him being in the portal automatically say he's not going back?
You lying?
I don't know about all this portal.
Let me see. I don't know where he going. You're not breaking no news on this show.
But that means he's not going back though, right?
I don't know where he going.
Oh, you don't know where he's
doing. I don't know where he
going. He
got all his
options. Listen, man, he coached him in high school. Boogie, look, you in the portal, that means you don't got to be on no campus right now. You might be in the 914. We telling Donovan come tap in. Facts. Maybe you do your announcement on here. I'm just saying. You got your coach right here. I know he showed love me. Yeah. Maybe you make that announcement on here. Just saying. It don't got to be maybe you call in. Yo, it's Boogie Fland. I'm committing to, you know what I'm saying?
Wishful thinking, man.
You know what I'm saying? You never know.
Yo, Boogie, got a pair of sneakers for you. I know.
Nah,
I don't know.
Nah, we can say that now. Back in the day, we can't say that, get him in trouble. We got something for you. You know what I'm saying? Tap in. But on a serious note, shout out to you for, making that decision and not feeling that pressure and not rushing. If you feel like you're not ready or the people around you telling you you're not ready, you're not taking it no way, you like, yo, I'll stay another year. I'll make some more bread. Like you said, I'll develop my game a little more. So yeah, shout out to Boogie Fland. Shout out to him. I know that decision, whatever decision you make, you're going to be perfectly fine. Everything's going to be good. So shout out to Boogie. And like you said before, he got the right team around him, so I'm sure he'll be perfectly fine. And getting into the next topic, we in May.
Summer league around the corner. Summer basketball.
One month away.
Nothing better than start with Ferris World Ball.
For sure.
Before we move on to any other summer leagues. Ferris World Ball starts up. They had tryouts not too long ago.
For sure.
Like you said, I think this is the only league in the world
that does
tryouts for a summer league.
Yeah.
A little crazy.
Yeah, for sure. But when you broke it down to me off camera, it made sense. Like when you want to keep the competitiveness and the level of play to a high standard, especially when you kind of out of nowhere did this. You know, Ferris to Westchester always was like the top tier league. Yep. But now I feel like to New York, to New York, really now you got people from the city coming to Long Island, Connecticut. So now to New York being one of, the leagues that's on the rise and people actually come out to, I kind of understand it. Like, well, okay, you may have 10 teams. You might need 12 teams for the tournament. Right. Do you just throw in 2 teams that got the money just so they could go 0-8? Or do you try to get 2 more teams that actually is going to compete and give the other 10 teams a run for their money? So even though it is the only price summer league in the world doing that.
But if I own a team and the team say you got to come try out, a league say you got to come try out, I'm not going.
For sure. And do you think if like...
It's over. We're going to another league.
And I think that also goes by like your roster. Because I think if I'm a coach and I got a team and I hit up Ferris, like, yo, I'm trying to get in the tournament. This is my roster. And I got Jabari Hines, Sherrod Wright, Simeon Marcel, Mel Kamar. It's like they not going to tell me I got to try out. You know what I'm saying?
So it's probably people that don't have the connection to Ferris World Ball, but see it online and want to be a part of it, which is dope.
Yeah, for sure. Ferris is trying to be equal and give everybody an opportunity.
So that's the dope part about it. But Still crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
But shoot, y'all unique. That's what make y'all unique too. Y'all the only one that do it. So shoot, keep it. And if it's working for y'all, it seems to be because the last 2 years have been competitive. There's no teams that's really.
And they've been doing tryouts too. So it's not like this is the first year they ever did a tryout for something for like a summer league spot. They've been doing it. So I mean, it is dope. It's dope. It starts up June 8th, I believe.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Or something like that. Like the. Pretty soon.
We'll get the info.
It starts up soon.
Next episode, we'll definitely get more.
They got their marketing team pushing it out right now.
For sure.
Ferris World Ball.
Shout out to the whole team up there too. You know, of course, rest in peace, Higgsy.
Yep.
You know, first and foremost. But shout out to everybody else too. You got Chi up there, Sideline Media,
Oopie,
Kesey.
Yeah.
Everybody. What's bro name at the table too?
Cal.
My boy Cal.
Cal T. Legendary staples.
Yes, for sure.
It's gonna be dope. I want to see how they push it along.
For sure. For sure.
You know, with more sponsorships, more people getting involved.
I'm curious
because it's been blowing up. And like I said, to be the biggest thing in Westchester is a huge county. So be the biggest tournament. Sure. It's always been the biggest tournament, but you know, now on a social media level and having more people want to be a part of it. It's gonna be dope. So, you know. Now I wanted to ask Fred a question on this topic too. Yeah. So we'll save that. I'm gonna say it now, but Fred got to answer when he get back. As soon as he step on the next episode.
Once we find Fred, answer this question. Once we find you,
Fred, did you start Ferris World Ball? The people been telling me to ask you. They say you started it. We want to know the answer, Fred. So don't duck the question when you get here. So I know you ain't ducking the question anyway. So, but don't answer it on Instagram.
Right.
You got to answer it when you sit in one of these chairs with us next week.
It's fact. So when our brother, co-host Fred gets back, that's the question. We might start off the show with that. I might not even intro us yet. Start off, what's up, y'all? It's Westchester Talks. Fred, answer the question. You know what I'm saying? But definitely, shout out to Ferris for sure. Is there any other summer leagues you feel like? Well, first off, should we be expecting a Lex Nunez pop out this Ferris?
Nah.
It's over.
It's over.
Yeah. So not even no thought of it. Yeah. See, I'm on like the fence. Like, I'm like, I want to pop out, but then I feel like, you know, I'm on my content podcast vibe. So it's like
I'm on my Paul George right.
That's what I'm feeling like.
And podcast P.
That's what I'm saying.
You still got it though. You good. You know, me. I only play indoors, and I play like C division now. And get 40 and feel good about myself. Go home.
And see, Fred don't want to answer us. He tried to tell me, "Oh, look, man, if y'all need a player, man, the bag is right." Yeah. Listen, you heard we said I still got it. You know what I'm saying? Fred ain't going like this.
I'm his agent, man. I need 4%.
Hit Lex, and let's make some shake, man.
Don't try to offer me no nutcracker.
I probably
ain't going for that.
Yeah, now listen. I probably got 1 or 2 more summers left. The last time I played in Ferris, I won a chip. The last time which was 2 years ago or 3. 2 or 3 years ago, I won a chip with the pound. I only lost 1. I didn't lose no games that summer. We lost a game as a team, so we lost 1 game. I didn't play, but we lost the game. And I didn't lose no other game that summer. We won the chip. We came out on the fire trucks and all that, turned it up. But yeah, man, hit my agent, and we could make some shake. You know what I'm saying? Fred, when you see this, don't even act like you ain't even hear this. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the pound, of course. But yeah, tap in, man. Tap in. Any other summer leagues you looking forward to, or you might pop out to just to like spectate?
I always go watch Dykeman.
For sure.
Always go watch Dykeman.
Sure.
Especially the high school division.
Yep.
Like to go watch some of my guys from Stepping that play there during the summer.
So.
What I really want though, I really want a New York versus New York team in Westchester. Okay. I know you gotta be sponsored by New York, but I'm trying to pull some strings because it's dope that they have all the barrels, but I mean, if we're talking about New York basketball,
for sure.
Either our Westchester high school team, which is us at Stepping we based out of White Plains, and then our kids that are on the Stepping team, half of them are from Westchester. So giving the opportunity for our kids at Stepping and in Westchester to play on a New York team and represent Westchester would be dope. And we have one of the biggest parks and the best park in New York, period. So
for sure.
New York, tap in. Yeah. I'm definitely gonna send this to you. Somebody clip this up. Yeah. New York. We need a team in Westchester.
I agree 100%. And what's making me even more like yes, that needs to happen. Is Stepinac, like you said, located in White Plains, is beating all you city schools. All the people that's on them borough New York's team is losing to the up here, White Plains, a high school in White Plains at Stepinac. So y'all got, it's like, I feel like at this point, y'all got to tap in. I feel like if y'all not, it's just more so y'all hating. I'm going to just keep it a buck.
It's not, I won't say it's politics, but your summer league has to be sponsored by by Nike. To be in New York. So
we need to get Nike tap in.
Nike tap in.
And it's probably just a lack of maybe a lack of knowledge. Maybe they didn't even make their way up here yet. Yeah. But it's like, because Nike was out here heavy back in all days. They were sponsoring Mount Vernon. That was the first time we really seen at least Mount Vernon had the good Nike contract.
Good Nike contract.
But either way, with that being said, Nike tap in.
For real,
Westchester definitely need that for sure. Need that. And we'll compete too. It's not like y'all gonna put us in on some all right, we feel bad for them. Let's just get them a team. We gonna compete. Potentially mess around and win that. You know what I'm saying? So definitely tap in. Dykeman for sure. You got Ferris. Dykeman is definitely another tournament that, as big as it is, I feel like still at times it's still growing. Even still being as big as you got certain people popping out and stuff like that. And then another tournament I really want to play in, honestly. If I do pop out this summer, which 90% think about popping out, I want to play in Gersh.
Man,
I ain't gonna lie. I talked to a few of my bros in Gersh from Brooklyn, and Gersh is one of those they gonna let you know about yourself. It get real. You gonna be playing. It get as a spectator, you might get scared. You know what I'm saying? But I love those type of environments where it's it's definitely.
I ain't gonna
shit an hour 30 from up for hour 20 with some traffic. But I
Let
definitely.
me know how you do though.
No. You gonna listen. If I play, you gonna see it. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be clipped up. They gonna post it because I'm only going. I pop out this summer, I'm telling you, I don't want to mess up. We getting recruited right now. I don't want to mess up. I ain't going to listen, but tap in, everybody. But shout out to Ferris, shout out to Dykeman, shout out to Gersh, shout out to all the summer leagues. Summer is a beautiful time in New York. Like said, he don't want to be offering no nutcrackers for all negotiating and trying to lock me in. But New York is all about the nutcrackers, the weed smoke at the smoke at the
fish
park,
sandwiches.
the fish sandwiches, everybody just good vibes. You could hear the yells down the street. So I'm looking forward. And I feel like it's going to be a beautiful summer. I feel like it's going to be a great summer, productive summer, great basketball.
I think it always keeps growing, especially here, Ferris World Ball. It always keeps growing because first it started with one person selling nutcrackers, one person selling food. Now that thing became a thrift shop, a cafeteria, a liquor store.
Facts.
Everything, for real.
You could come to Ferris with nothing and you're going to be good. You're going to get something to eat, something to drink, your liquor.
The prices are high though, so you got to ask somebody for a piece if you ain't got no money.
Yeah.
Because them jokes, fish sandwich $13. I'm like, oh hell,
for one fish.
My mom
2 breads and a piece of fish. But
it's just be good.
That's
it's dope though to see that because the community is supporting the community.
For sure.
And the community is supporting the league. So
Right. And I'd rather it be that. I'd rather it be people from the neighborhood selling stuff than they get a Chick-fil-A to come through, even though that would be fire. Don't get it twisted. Any McDonald's, whatever coming through sponsored, but it's like you said, I'd rather the community eat.
Yeah, everybody supporting each other, so that's dope.
I'd rather the money cycle within us. You know what I'm saying? So
that's dope.
Shout out to that for sure. And speaking on food and stuff, this is kind of left field, but it's just something I seen on Instagram probably I think yesterday. There was a clip from Tay Capone, who's from Chicago. I think he's a Chicago artist.
Yeah.
And he was speaking on Hitmaka, the producer. Hitmaka, the producer, said, and we probably show y'all the clip, but Hitmaka, the producer, said he never had a sandwich in his life. He's 30, I looked it up, he's 39 years old, 38 or 39. And he said in his 38 or 39 years of living, he never had a sandwich. Tay Capone made the clip saying, bro, you lying. You tried to tell me you never had a sandwich. He said, I think everybody in the world had a sandwich at least once. Do you think it's possible that a human being could grow up and go their whole life without eating?
This is what the streamers call it right now. The streamers that do Twitch and all that stuff, he's clip farming. Okay. He just wanted people to clip him out. There's no way you're 39 and you never had a sandwich.
Yeah.
You never have come on.
It's like Capone. It's too many sandwiches.
Come on.
Like,
you never had McDonald's.
You ain't have a peanut butter and jelly. You ain't have a chicken sandwich. You ain't have a
grilled cheese,
a turkey and cheese.
I mean, he did say he was rich and that he had a chef his whole life.
For sure.
But if the chef ain't cooking, I don't know.
The chef probably took a day off and you had to probably eat a peanut butter and jelly. Or not even take a day off. When you a kid, you not going to get surf and turf. I mean, you might.
Yeah.
But as a kid, you might not even want that. I don't want a peanut butter and jelly. Like, bro, you had a peanut butter and jelly Hitmaka. Like, come on, bro.
And if you think about how the hell he had this gangster phrase and he ain't never had a sandwich.
Yeah.
How you gangster and you ain't never had a sandwich? Well, at that time, he I know he's cool now. Like, he's more of his, he rebranded himself. But if you think about back then, he was with Young Money, right? If I'm not mistaken.
I think so. Either way, he was around people.
There was sandwiches around.
For sure, for sure.
Come on,
you was in the studio and people somebody came through with the sandwiches.
Come on. And if you're in New York, you're getting sandwiches in the studio. Sure. There's no way.
Yeah. So Hitmaka, we calling Cap. You had a sandwich.
We're going to have a segment like that.
Yeah.
Calling Cap on shit we just see online.
Yeah, we calling Cap.
We calling Cap.
Because that's Cap.
That's wild.
No sandwich, bro. I'm like that. Like you just lying to lie. Like you said, you click farm. You click baiting, click farming, whatever you're doing, you just trying to get people to tune in for sure.
Right.
Oh, cause that's crazy. As a whole 38-year-old, you lived on this earth for 38 years, never had a sandwich.
Yeah, that don't make no sense. It's a lie.
Yeah. And speaking on him being 38, shoot, we not too far. We got some time to get there.
We're not too far. Don't do that.
We got
the cameras on. Don't do that. We not close to 38.
Listen, we getting older.
Yeah, we ain't 38
and the word around the new narrative right now, I don't know who started it, where it's coming from. I don't know if it's coming from our peers, like people our age, people younger, people older. They jacking us as the new adults is trash.
Yeah.
And I kind of agree. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't have a hamburger off the grill in a minute.
I just have one. But I only eat meat. But my little cousin was on a grill for Mother's Day. So.
Okay, but see, your little cousin. So what about us? Like the new adults, we not getting on the grill, but your little cousin getting on the grill.
I was never on the grill though, so I ain't even gonna pick up that hobby.
Yeah, but somebody. See, that's how we all thinking. That's why we trash.
I'll be honest. I think the reason why no one's on a grill, no one's cooking out, is because no shade to the old heads from our neighborhood, but they be outside all day. They be outside all day, every day.
Right.
So they got nothing else to do but to cook out. So they hungry.
So they go cook.
They go cook out. Yeah. They gonna spend that money. They do gonna spend that money and make sure everybody.
For sure.
But they outside all day. I get like our group of friends, like our peers. Nobody's really outside just hanging out. You really got a plan to have a cookout.
Yeah.
Like it's just not gonna spontaneously happen. Like me growing up, cookouts was spontaneous. It was like go Sam's Club. Go ahead.
Like we all out here already. Somebody
go get some charcoal. You know how many times in the park on Ferris we had random cookouts, but obviously we wasn't the one leading it. It was the old heads on my block. That was really my age now.
But that's what I'm saying. Why we can't? Maybe because, like you said, people ain't even outside.
People ain't outside
to
like
even
that.
Have a cookout.
To just be chilling out on the block and or in the park and be like, let's just have a cookout. You really got to plan everything now.
Yeah. And I feel like I ain't gonna lie. I feel like we lazy.
Right.
Like, cause if we, even to your point of, if we was all in the park, say after a fair, like whenever, just say we all hanging out in the park, whatever park it is, it's 15 of us. Instead of everybody being like, yo, let's go get charcoal, we gonna go to City Island.
Facts.
Like, we gonna go to City Island, get some shrimp and fruit. We gonna go somewhere to buy the food that's already cooked so we can eat it. And get some drinks, some hookah. We not even, ain't nobody thinking about making nothing, but I ain't gonna lie, man. I'm throwing the cookout this summer. I'm gonna start the trend of the new wavy adults, cause I'm tired of them saying we the whack adults.
Yep. Sponsored by Westchester Talks.
Facts. We gonna have our first cookout this summer.
It's BYOB. Bring your own beverages.
Bring your own everything.
Yo, burgers.
We gonna have burgers. Look,
we're not eating on $5.
But we gonna definitely do something big this summer for sure.
Nah, just
we gonna feed the people.
Facts.
But the drinking, it's all just BYOB for real. Like, we got the food, y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because a lot of people will come up with an empty cup.
Facts.
And an empty plate.
But you never know. You know what I'm saying? Westchester. One thing about Westchester Talks is you never know. So you never know. And we love our community. We love the people. We love Westchester. So you never know what you might get, what we might throw, what we might do for the people.
We planning some things to do some live stuff, so that would be dope to have a cookout or have some type of thing while we're doing our thing live. So
that's
definitely be on the lookout. We definitely gonna keep supporting the community of Westchester and try to bring things back.
For sure.
Trying to bring some new faces out, not new faces, but old faces that haven't been around.
Right.
And I think that's where, just to kind of tie it in, when we talked about the 5 that we picked, like if you look at that list or if you look at the comments, there were people that haven't been around Westchester that were commenting like a Kevin Jones that people probably haven't seen in years, because obviously he hoops, he plays overseas, he's got a life, he probably moved out in New York. But for him to comment and be like, yo, I appreciate what y'all doing, that was dope. So like I said, just to kind of tie it all in, we definitely gonna do something for the community.
For sure. And that's to your point of that, which we didn't really talk about, is that good feedback from that. Because I did see a few comments like that too. My guy, No Game 5 from New Row. A little older than both of us. Definitely was one of them ones at New Row. You know what I'm saying? Hoop, did his thing on the court.
Yo, you did not give Elton Brand 40. Man. Stop lying, bro.
Yo, 5.
I told you to call it Cat, bro. I told you to call it Cat. Where the video? Yo? Where the video?
5. You gotta tell it 5. We go. I don't know how you can pull up the facts and all that, but you got.
Where the newspaper at? I know they had newspaper.
Cause I ain't gonna lie, a lot of people was hitting me up about that. Like, yo, P, you know him from New Row? I'm like, yeah, that's big homie. Like, they like P. He gave Elton Brand #1 pick, All-Star.
Cap.
I'm like, bro, I wasn't there to see it. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I can't say nah, because I know he used to hoop for real and put up numbers and all that. But 5, if you got the proof, if you could find the article, something, you got to show it to the people, because the people is definitely saying it's cap. I'm not saying it's cap. I don't know if it's cap or not to say
on the real, it's good for him to have that conversation, because like I said, it ties. He has the knowledge of players.
Not for sure.
From that era, and then other people that hit us up have the knowledge from that era they played in. So it's always good to tie everything in. So
not to cut you up, but him just even tuning in.
Exactly.
He left the comment saying like, yo, I love it. Like he left, he spoke I gave Elton 30 and all that, talked, made his list and everything.
Then he showed love.
But then he also said, yo, I love this. Like, I love what y'all doing for Westchester. Keep going. Like, it's huge. You know what I'm saying? We showing love. And I think he also realized, like, we got people, 50 plus commenting. We got people 15 years old. Literally, I seen somebody put the YN list. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
that's a fact.
So it's like just us to have that demographic so early on, and like the age group being so broad, it's like, I love that for us. And I just love that for Westchester. And we said before, this is shout out to Food Bomb. This is for us by us. You know what I'm saying? This is for Westchester by people from Westchester. You get what I'm saying? Like really from Westchester. Like born in Westchester, raised in Westchester.
Played everything.
Played in Westchester, everything. So definitely appreciate all the love, and we're gonna keep it going for y'all for sure. And the new adults, man, I can't say. Like, it's a little hard to keep up nowadays, man. Like, even to the point, like this past weekend, we went to a birthday party as a group. We got invited to a party as a group, private birthday party as a group. Westchester Talks was invited. The day of, we owe now. So, Lex, I can't make it. He fronted, you know what I'm saying? But that's just I ain't gonna lie, I was thinking of excuses too. But it's like, Fred like, yo, P, we gotta go, even if Lex can't make it, as long as 2 or 3, we still representing Westchester Talks, even though, and all jokes aside, he has some stuff going on, serious note, but either way, the fact that I was even
I'm gonna call Cap. I was in the crib.
No, you probably was though. But that's the thing. I'm in the crib like, yo, son, I do. And that's the thing too. It started at 10.
Yeah,
bro, I be sleep 9:30. Man. I be sleep 9:30, 10. I'm waking up like, damn, son. I'm like, dude. And then Fred texts me.
I'm already outside. Fred a little younger. See, Fred is what, 30 right now? He didn't get 31. Once his birthday passed, he'll know. He'll be like, damn.
And I ain't going front, bro. I was tired. I'm driving with the spot. The party even started. We got to and it was a fire spot. Shout out to Taylor. Happy birthday, bro. Dope event. The spot was fire. I'm not even gonna lie. I was in the city. We had they gave us the invisible joint. I ain't never seen the invisible stamp. Like, he did the stamp joint. I ain't seen nothing. I'm like, walk down the steps. They did the little black light. I'm like, oh, this hard. And we had to go through like tunnel, all types of shit. So, but either here nor there, like we got done. I ain't even gonna cap, man. We was sitting the whole time. Like, Fred had it. We was supposed to go there, network. I ain't talk to nobody. I'm tired. I'm like, yo, bro. Yeah. But it was good to just show face. You know what I'm saying? And the main thing was just showing Taylor love. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, and he's a dude from Westchester too. Sure. So played at White Plains, ended up going to Penn State.
Yep.
Has his own financial management.
Yeah, sports agency, financial. Yeah, 2020 management.
2020 management. So that's dope to to see that, because like again, that's another opportunity where if things work out, we can kind of use that avenue to help kids from Westchester grow. So
and that was the main reason of us going. Like you said, he's from Westchester, and we trying to do our best to support Westchester.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So that was dope. I was tired, bro. I ain't gonna lie. My going out days is over. I just told my bro, like, if it ain't making money or like networking or promoting the podcast or something like that, bro, don't even invite me, because I don't even want to lie to you, but I'm gonna lie to you.
I'm
like, yo, P, pull up. Oh yeah, send me the details. You know what I'm saying? But
don't believe me until I'm next to you. Yeah. If I'm not next to you, just keep thinking I'm lying.
I think that's some New York shit, man. I think everybody from New York be fronting. And on the topic of New York people, I seen a clip with, who was it? Well, Lil Duval posted it. Yeah. And it was
Jada and Joe,
Jada and Joe. It was their podcast. And it had me laughing because Lil Duval posted a clip saying, yo, I told y'all, if we let the Knicks win, I told y'all this was gonna happen. He said we got the most disrespectful fans. He said we the only NBA team that got NFL fans.
Yeah.
And then Fat Joe was showing a clip of just everybody in New York going crazy. They was doing interviews after the Knicks won the last game, and they like, yo, what you gotta say? And everybody's just throwing the frank. Everybody's like, yo, suck my SMD. Yeah. And like Fat Joe said, it's girls, it's old people, grandmas, it's young people, it's white, black, Chinese, all types of people. And he said that's just the universal New York, like Fact. It's just SMD. And it's like, yo, New York is, I kind of would agree with that. I haven't been to other cities to see how like their basketball fan bases are, but I could just probably guarantee New York fans is probably the most disrespectful.
Oh no, that's a fact. Like New York fans, they come together and it's over. But it's beautiful to see, like you said, it's so many people from different places that come together and go crazy.
Yeah.
Like that's what sports do. And that's what happens when New York wins.
Yeah.
Everyone come together, everybody go crazy. Mm-hmm. They like you said, they throwing a frank at everybody for anything.
Yeah, for sure.
Like anything. They say, I forgot what he said. It was a Spanish dude with the hat. It was like, mad pause. He said, Jason Tatum, you handsome, nice hair looking, F you. Like, that joke was mad funny because it's like, that's the way people show love. It's like, we support you, but either way, F you if you're not on our side. So New York is going crazy.
That's a beautiful thing, man. New York is definitely one of those places, like, it's different. Like, it's different out here. But if we rock with you, we rock with you. That's the thing, too. It's like a person like Jalen Brunson. Like, win, lose, whatever happens after this series, Jalen Brunson is good in New York.
If they get to the finals, the Eastern Conference Finals is going to go crazy. If they get to the finals, you might not want to come outside.
Yeah.
New York going to be a zoo for real.
Yeah. It might not be buildings burnt. Like, we might go too crazy. Cars flipped over. We might flip over a train. New York, I don't even know if you could do that, but in New York, it'll be the place to happen. We win a chip. New York might flip a train.
They might throw the after party at Grand Central.
Facts. And that would be hard. That would be great. That's when I'm going to be up. Like, the Knicks win, look, I ain't tired no more.
They're going to throw an after party at Grand Central, open up random bars in Grand Central. Facts. It's going to go crazy. But it's good for the city. Like I said, it's good for the city. Nah, for sure. It's always good when the Knicks are good, St. John's good. And stepping next good. It's always good.
I feel like that's really, everything for today we got for the people.
Facts.
Definitely shout out to everybody we brought up. Next episode or whenever we find Fred, we definitely will tap into, the Mount Rushmore 5. Again, people, the last conversation we had was not Mount Rushmore 5. That was just the 5 we physically seen in person that we felt like was the best people we seen. You know what I'm saying? So definitely make that clear. When we do post the Mount Rushmore 5, the criteria for that, we'll let y'all know, but I'm thinking just right off the bat, it's just literally the best 5 Westchester players outright, whether we see them.
Mount Rushmore is 4, but we're going to add a 5th one.
Is it? Okay, so we're going to add it's the Westchester Talks Mount Rushmore.
Yeah, facts. 5. Exactly.
So Westchester Talks Mount Rushmore.
Right. And give Fred some grace. I know a lot of people was on his head.
Yeah. He got a question to answer next
Fred,
week.
stop hiding, Fred. We don't know where you at. Stop hiding. Yeah. People looking for you.
Facts.
I told them you'll be here next week, so they'll be outside waiting for you. You got to answer 2 questions. Facts. Did you start first world ball? And what's up with your 5? That's the questions people want to know.
Facts. And if somebody did snatch Fred up, please, we need our host. You know what I'm saying? We need our co-host with us, man. It's just a list of what we thought. But I know people was really mad at Fred, bro. Like, I know some people from Greenboro, like, yo, Fred, how you, what? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Now, people were mad at, I won't say mad, but people definitely voiced their opinion about who should be on who 5.
Yeah. Like, I seen people that wasn't on certain lists or maybe wasn't on certain lists starting with, that was like in the comments and they like, yo, what? How you not gonna have me on the list? Or, yo, how you? So,
but keep it going though. Keep supporting. Keep it going.
Because it's just all great conversations. Like we not making these lists to like hate on the people who's not on the list. We just speaking of personal stuff, and and realistically, it's like, bro, it's all just like we saying, great conversations we're trying to have, and just bring a light to Westchester. Because there's people from the city that was hitting me. My boy from Brooklyn actually hit me. That's when we started talking about Gersh. He's like, yo, I see that pod going crazy. And he in Brooklyn, you know what I'm saying? He's like, yo, I seen the pod. And obviously he followed me, so you're going to see it. But he was on like, yo, like that's going, y'all pod is going up. Like, y'all saying people's name. Like, I ain't. And the funny thing is, like, you know, people in the boroughs always got those shades. He like, I ain't going front all 3 of y'all lists. I only might know 1 person or 2 people. And it's like, we name these people as like the best to come. But y'all be hating. Y'all always hate it.
Exactly.
You know Westchester always get overlooked, but we making more noise, and Westchester Talks is a part of, you know, bringing it to light. And our goal is to bring more light to Westchester in the whole, more light to the players, the businesses, the tournaments.
The culture, the environment,
literally everything. So
appreciate y'all definitely for tuning in always.
In fact, and with that being said, my brother, it's Westchester Talks. You know what I'm saying? Definitely make sure you like, subscribe, comment. I have trouble with that every episode. I think when I get that down packed, that's how you know it's lit.
Yeah, we real podcasters out there.
In fact, I'm a real podcaster. I just got to fix my finishing. So let me start over, y'all. Hold on. That's Westchester Talks. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment. It's your host, PJ, my brother Lex. Westchester to the world, and we out here.
Yo.
Make sure y'all tag Fred. Fred, where you at, Fred? Pull up.